Hey there, Cam here from Training Tilt. Welcome to day 16 of the best version of your endurance coaching business. Today I'm going to talk about something quite theoretical. So it's a concept that describes the different types of products and services and groups them into three different types, and also describes how likely your customers are to buy one of those three different types over the other. So, in rough terms, they're categorized as painkillers, vitamins, and candy. So, a painkiller is something that solves someone's problem that they're having, and that problem might be quite painful to them. So, that could be a business problem, it could be a health problem. For example, aspirin is a perfect example as a painkiller. It is a painkiller, and that's where that category comes from. That if someone has a headache, if there's an aspirin for them to buy to solve that pain for them, then they will buy it without question. And given the type of pain, they'll buy it at a higher price. So that's painkillers, which is quite clear. And vitamins, again, vitamins is the example, is that people will buy vitamins, and vitamins might help them a little bit more, but it doesn't solve a real problem or pain that they're having. So they're less likely to buy vitamins than they would be to buy painkillers. And then the third one is candy, that they'll only buy if they want to treat themselves, or if there's a special occasion or something like that. So that's a product like candy. So those are named after those examples because they're simply explained. But then if you want to put those into real product examples, it becomes a little bit trickier. So, and why I wanted to talk about this today is because this is changing. Whether your product fits into painkiller, vitamin, or candy also depends on the environment and what's happening in the customer's world at the moment. So something like candy in your normal world would be sit in the candy. So we're talking about literal candy now. So that would sit in the candy category. But in today's world, where a lot of people are stuck at home because of lockdown, candy might actually slip into the vitamin category, because people might be like, oh, I haven't got any of this other stuff to keep me going, to keep me happy, so I'm just going to buy some more candy than I would normally. Like, I might buy more chocolate. Like, we've had some chocolate at home, and we hardly ever have chocolate at home. We've been eating bread that we hardly ever eat any bread. So, like, for us, bread normally fits in the candy category, but now bread sort of moved up to the vitamin category, and possibly even the painkiller category, because there is a lot of pain. Like, we're bored, we're stuck at home, we're not socializing. Let's treat ourselves more with some bread or some chocolate. So we'll use that to solve this other pain that we're having. So as you can see, it doesn't, because of the way that things change in people's lives, your products and services could move into these different categories of painkiller, vitamin, or candy. So the point of what I'm trying to say now is maybe you need to think about your current products and services and maybe put them into the categories of painkiller and vitamin and candy. So, for example, most products and services for endurance coaching or fitness will mostly fit into the vitamin category, which is good. Not as good as painkiller, but it's better than candy. So now, could some of your products and services, or could you create some products and services that fit more into the painkiller category now? And so if they do, then in your sales and marketing, you should express the fact that they're now solving a problem. For example, mental health at the moment is a big issue. So whereas once, like, a running plan was probably a vitamin, because people could go out and run on their own quite easily in fit it into their normal routine or something like that quite easily. So it's a vitamin. But now it could be a painkiller for things other than just general fitness, but for mental health, as in have a running plan. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to come up with your run. You don't run out the door and then negotiate with yourself that, oh, I'll just run 4Ks today because I'm tired and it's hard or whatever. So a training plan that specifies what you need to do every day, because in these times when people are out of routine, they're searching for this more structured way of doing things. So your training plan could slide from a vitamin to a painkiller, but as long as you change your messaging around that product and service, so it's not going to be, your messaging isn't going to be get faster for your marathon that's coming up, which is definitely a vitamin. It could be, get this for your structured running, so you'll make sure that you'll get the right amount of runs in each day to look after your mental health. So just to reiterate, painkillers, vitamins and candy, the products and services normally fit into those categories, but they could be moving around with these uncertain times that we're having now. So what can you do about your own products and services to move them up the hierarchy? If they were candy, try and move them into vitamin. If they were vitamin, try and move them into painkillers, and also try and think of some new products and services that will squarely fit in the painkiller or the vitamin category. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.